Hey guys, Monok here with episode 3 of my Laloonion series. I want you to forgive me for the background noise. It's a fan. It's too hot. It's part of the reason I haven't been getting content out. It's just been too hot. I have to close all the doors, have to turn off the AC, and I really don't want to do that. And now I'm just kind of going to bite the bullet, get this content out. I've got too many videos backed up without audio. But let's get to the video. This video is going to be about, saving units, and I've talked about this. I like to save units in order to make my raid times a little bit faster, in order to conserve some DE and to conserve some elixir by not spending the balloons. But as you can see in this video, starts off strong. I knock out an exterior AD. I want to get the penetration. There's some mines and collectors in the middle, but I undercommit balloons. And so I go around being cutesy-wootsy, peppering these balloons, and if I had committed, 4 balloons earlier, 5 balloons earlier, if I just said, okay, my goal is to save 4 balloons at the end, and I had just committed, I would have actually gotten through quicker with more balloons left. But instead, pepper. I end up overpowering it anyways. The defenses aren't max. It's dead. The crossbows aren't shooting. So it ends up being okay. But the moral of the story is, be careful when you're trying to conserve units. You can end up, screwing yourself over, and you don't want that to happen. The 4 loons you're saving, 25k almost elixir, but you can end up losing more than that in a raid. In this last minute, I usually zoom through these cleanups, but I want to talk about spell composition. The spell comp, once they had introduced poison, easily became 4 rage, 1 poison. Pound through those bases. You're able to deal with the clan castle. Well, I think it became too strong. It was too good in war. The war castles were becoming really, it was like, oh, okay, well, it's going to be a hound, or it's going to be a dragon in a balloon, or it's going to be, the Valks or something that wouldn't get through the poison, because the poisons were taking care of wizards and archers and barbs and everything way too easily, minions, taking care of it all way too easy, and so they wanted to update that. So now I'm back to running a lightning, except I run a haste now, and really there's almost no difference. But with the lightning update, it's a tighter cropping on the bolts, so you're actually picking off wizards and stuff that you weren't picking off before with the lightning, so it's a lot better. Okay, moving on to the next raid. The next raid is a Town Hall 8. Now, this is where I love dual Laloonion. I know I can overpower almost any Town Hall 8. I'm really not worried about it. But I get cute with my deployment, and I don't commit. If I had committed 2 more balloons on the lower left, I would have gotten that AD down. I wouldn't have had to commit any more balloons later. If I had committed a few more balloons on the right-hand side, I wouldn't have lost them as fast, and I would have been able to get through sooner. It was just me trying to save too much, and this would have cost me. If I only got halfway through this base, I would have been really mad at myself. I would have lost out on so much loot. He's got his clan castles full of loot. It would have been such a loss. It would have been just dumb. I should have dumped. I'm being cute on this left hand side with the balloon trying to take down the wizard tower. I should have just deployed those last 4 balloons earlier. I ended up having to do it anyways. I got really lucky that these minions took down the cannon, and I think they end up taking down the wizard tower too for me. That redirects the balloons to the AD. I had to use a rage spell anyways. Again, I get through the raid. I get through the base. I get all the loot. But you can see how I could have easily screwed myself out of loot here. And that's not going to save you time. Part of the reason that I do Laloonion, and I've talked about this before, is because I have a job, I have a life. I can't just sitting there barching. And yeah, barching is a lot of loot an hour. I mean, I know I can do over 1 million loot an hour barching, but that's when I can sit there and focus and raid. It takes up 30 minutes out of every hour because you're looking for the perfect base. 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, and it just eats up time. Easily wiped it out. I can do these once an hour, and I'm still racking in a lot of loot. So moving on to the next base. Last base is another Town Hall 9. It's a dead base. There's only a little bit of loot in the interior, but you can see where I start off. I start off okay in the south. I'm not being too cute. I know that I'm, 4 balloons to take out 2 is okay. It actually goes down well. But now, on this left side, I'm being 2 balloons to take down an AD, 1 balloon to take down a Wizard Tower, 1 balloon to take down a Wizard Tower. I know that there are traps. Traps exist. Traps are a thing, and you need to worry about them. And, I could have easily lost a lot of loot here because I was, messing around, and it's not what you want to do. I don't know how to stress it enough. But yeah, again, this is another one. Luckily, I came through it. I dropped my king poorly. I should have dropped him further up to try to, pull into the queen first. She's the one I'm more worried about. My king goes down. Luckily, he distracts long enough that the queen doesn't pick off all of my balloons. That would have been really bad. But yeah, I end up getting all the loot. But because I didn't commit more earlier, I have to commit pretty much everything at the end here. And even though I've got a minute 23 left in the raid, I could have run out of time. And that was what I was concerned. I didn't want to lose out on the loot. It's not much loot in the middle. I don't want to lose out on the loot in the middle. But anyways, guys, so as an update, I have reached Town Hall 10. I'm about to hit Town Hall 10, I should say. Saved up all my loot. And as I promised, once I hit Town Hall 10, I'm going to be pushing up into Champs again. I really want to have level 3 Infernos. I want my Infernos there kicking. My walls are great. My heroes are at 20. I'll probably start leapfrogging them up to 25 after I get my research going. First thing I'm going to be researching is, my hounds. It makes sense. And then I'm probably going to be doing my minions. And most of my resources are going to be spent. My elixirs are going to be sent to camps and things. But like always, guys, like and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Like the video. And I'll hear from you guys soon.